Hi everyone, so welcome to this TVR Tuscan Speed 6 build. So this thing's 360 horsepower and 1100 kilos, and this is where we're going to do an engine swap. So again, I'm going to go through what the car's like standard, and then what it's like after we've done an engine swap, and then what it's like after we've added everything on and we've tuned it up fully. So this thing is an absolute powerhouse of a car, and one that you are definitely going to want to have if you have all these parts available. Now I've put the luminous green stuff on and the sponsors. I just thought I'd give it a little subtle touch up. But this TVR is an absolute British icon. What a car. Nothing like the Speed 12 Sabra that has been reinvented by someone to make amazing, but this is so up there. I love the Tuscan. So let's get on with this build and let's see how it goes. So as you can see, we've come back to Deep Forest Raceway, and the reason for doing this is it's a good barometer for you to see what the car's like stock, what it's like with an engine swap, and then what it's like fully tuned up. I've really enjoyed doing a couple of these and the feedback about it's been really positive, so I thought I'd try it again, but with a car that isn't done a lot. It's about trying things that are a bit different, a bit outside your comfort zone, and I've got a feeling that this car will be a brilliant one to try. So it is the TVR Tuscan Speed 6. From 2000, it's 360 brake horsepower, 1100 kilos, front engine, rear wheel drive, and it's just about seeing what kind of lap time we can put in, and then let's see what we can do then after an engine swap. So once the engine swap one's done, then what we'll do is we'll put everything in from the tuning shop, we'll dial it in, and then we'll give it a flying lap. So as you can see, it's just gone 10 o'clock here in the UK. It's Monday the 10th. I'm going to jump into this, and again later today, as soon as this is done, I'll be throwing it on. Okay, so let's crack on with this one. So noon, sunny. Let me headphones on because I love the sound of these cars. Alright, and as you can see, setting sheet. Turn that down, I'm going depth. Car settings. So as you can see, sport hard tyres. Nothing's been added at all, completely stock. Nothing else has changed on there at all. The only thing I've changed is I've added a front skirt, side skirt, rear diffuser, wing, and that's it. But I haven't adjusted anything, that's completely how it is. But I've only added that, I've not added anything else. The reason I added that was just purely for aesthetics. I haven't changed anything else to come with it. So let's get into this. Sports hard tyres, hopefully it can perform, just under 600 pp. You can see there the laps from the Civic that we did, so it'll be interesting to see where it comes on there as well. Let's give this a good run. Right, let's go. Let's see what this is going to be like. Deep Forest Raceway. Come on, that's it, right there, with it. Needs to be hard on the brakes there. He was having none of that then, trying to brake. It's hard to know when to put the power down because this thing is just so raw. Oh, it's not liking any of this. Come on. Come on, bring it on. Come on, put a decent lap in for us, little Tuscan. Hard on the brakes again. Go. Come on. It's definitely going to better with better benefits. With better tyres. These sport tyres aren't cutting it. Not at all. Come on. Come on, stop. It's that apex. I don't need to be wheel spinning. From what I found out throughout that lap then, Come on, what are we going to do? Is it going to be a 140? It's a 140.477. Take them off. Right, so now what we'll do is we'll jump into the engine swap. See 140.477. That car looks brilliant, doesn't it? Right. So you can see on those Civic ones, you can see the first lap was a 203. Then there was a 6-second improvement, and then there was a drastic improvement from then after all that tuning. So hopefully, you know, there's going to be an improvement with this engine that we're going to swap into it now, and then that means then that what we can do is add all the stuff from the tuning shop and get all that added on as well. Right, so let's go. Right, so I'm at GT Auto. So what we do is we jump into car maintenance and service, and at the bottom right you'll see. Oh, sorry, I installed a wide body kit as well for this, so just forgot that, so I'll clarify that now. So engine swap, let's get that added on. So engine swap, so it's the LT4 Camaro engine we're going to throw into this. So it adds a bit of weight, but it nearly doubles the power. So it's definitely going to be one that we want to try and tame at some point. But the PP doesn't go up by a vast amount. It's only 60 or so PP, so let's just keep an eye on that. It does mean it goes to a supercharged engine, and from a 4 litre to over a 6 litre engine, so look at that. So let's get this installed. So as you see, any parts fitted will be lost, so that's why we've not fitted any parts. We'll click OK. Out with the old, and in with the new. There we go. And that's it, as simple as that. But bear in mind when you're doing any engine tuning, if you do an engine swap, you will lose everything like it's just said. It's very important that you recognise that now rather than later. Right, so let's go back now, go to Deep Forest Raceway, we'll throw another flying lap in, we'll see what we can do, and then we'll get all the tuning parts added on for this one. So World Circuits. Now some of you eagle-eyed people will notice that my daily workout time has dropped, and that is because I was on this past midnight, so it carries over. And then once you do your first race of the day or your first little run, it sorts itself out. Alright, so time trial, full course, noon, and that's it. Let's go. Let's get straight into this. Okay, here we go. Let's get into this. This is going to be manic, honestly. What a mess. What a mess this car is now. Do an engine swap, yeah. Alright, come on. Let's try and get a flying lap in. This thing just wants to throw you in to that wall or the barriers or anything. It just wants to literally rip your head right off. It doesn't care. It doesn't care what kind of driver you are. It doesn't care who you are. It just wants to rip your head off. And then when it goes light on the steering there, oh, come on, 10. So when it was like stock engine, you know, nothing added on, at least when it wanted to slide like this, you could control it enough where you could kind of keep the power on a bit. And it didn't want to rip your head right off. Whereas now, it is just... it's just, I don't know, it's like a kickboxing. You've just gone in there and gone, go on then. Go on, what can you do? And it goes, okay. And then look, it builds up speed like this, and then it wants to slide and spin. The sooner we can get this over the line and start tuning it and dialing it in so it's not insane, the better. You can see the pickup it's got. I mean, it's quick. It's got that brute force, that American brute force. Give you that, hands down. But trying to control it around here has been... It's been a bit of a challenge. It's going to be close, isn't it? There we go, a 137. Oh my days. What a car. That was an experience. That was mad. Right. Let's just see where that's, how far ahead that is now. It's only a few seconds in a couple of seconds. That car's insane. Right, so what's that? 3 seconds, 3.1 seconds. Right, so you've got to do far better than that now. That's a given. But the first thing is controlling that power. So gear ratios are going to need to be adjusted because they're too short and it's like bang, 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 and the wheels just want to kick out and spin you off. The handling, again, it's going to need a bit of camber angle adding. And then the downforce at the front, as soon as you hit a bump and there's none, that's it, you've got nothing. Even though the engine's there, there's nothing there. And those back wheels are just like free rein. Let's kick you off and spin you into a barrier. So let's go to tuning shop now. Let's get everything we need added on. I'm probably going to go all out and get everything I can. And then we'll come back and we'll see what we can get that dialed into. Okay, let's go. Alright, so now we're at the tuning shop. Take these off. So now at the tuning shop, first thing that we're going to need to do is shift some of that weight. Now I know that's going to mean a bigger power to weight ratio, but we need to shift some weight, definitely. It's pretty drastic. So let's get some of that shifted. So stage 1, let's get that added on. Those tyres, we're not using them again. We'll change that to something else. So let's get bore up while we're here. I know it means adding a bit more power, but let's get it. Weight reduction stage 2. Power restrictor. Ballast. You would be insane if you bought dirt tyres for this car. I'm telling you now. Although I may try it and see what that's like. Right, racing crankshaft. Let's go. Fully customizable computer. Let's see. Right, can I get ultimate on this? No. Just before I start going mad. Right, stage 3. We'll increase the rigidity because that's going to help keep it more stable. We need to get that LSD in there, otherwise we're not going to be able to manage that power output. Probably reduce the acceleration torque to 5. Because it really is too much. It's so sensitive. As soon as you touch it, it just wants to throw you off. Right, engine balance, tune and polish ports. Let's go the whole hog then. Should we get a high-end torque? What's that take it to? Yeah, why not? Come on. Come on. Let's do it. Let's add them all on. Let's go. Racing air filter. Let's bang them all on. Racing silencer. Could we get the carbon brakes? Yeah, let's get the carbon brakes on this. Get a set of inters in case it decides to go to Le Mans. I doubt I will in this. Right, manifold, brake pads. Brake balance controller, yeah, because we want it all to go on the rear wheels. So 5 on the rear wheels, definitely, because it is just so... It's like you're driving a car that is angry. Alright, fully customizable racing transmission, yes. I'm going to go for hards for a different thing, but let's get some softs on there. We've done it extreme, yeah. Alright, so we want titanium connecting rods and pistons and a carbon propeller shaft. So that takes this car up to 1,000 horsepower. And it weighs less than 1,000 kilos. This is going to be something I've not experienced on this game. Let's just double check we've got everything. Right, normally I'd be like, okay, this is what I need to do, but this is going to take a couple of goes to get right. I mean, look at that, 1,000 horsepower revving at 7,600 RPM with a supercharger. This thing's going to kill me on the track. But I tell you what a car this is going to be. And it's not really broke the bank either. So, you know, all in all, engine swap and everything else, it's only got 400k. So as long as we can do some giant killing with some other cars, especially if it's in the 800pp class, I tell you what, it's going to be good going. Right, let's go. So the first thing is steering. So we need to improve that. And this is what was on about. So that acceleration sensitivity, that needs to be reduced down. I'd say 8, the torque 5. Braking sensitivity, probably move that up. So where we are, back at Deep Forest Raceway, let's crack on now. 1,000 horsepower, just under a ton of weight. This is going to be ferocious. I'm hoping I can keep it on track. And the weird thing is, the PP is only 824. So, you know, it's just mad that a car that is that powerful, the power to weight ratio of it, and the PP is not extreme. So hopefully we can get it dialed in. It's going to be very difficult to control, you know, 1,000 horsepower to the rear wheels of a car that's 25 years old now. But let's see what I can do, and fingers crossed we can get a decent lap time in. So let's go. Here we go. So this is taming a powerhouse. Now I've spent a little bit just trying to dial in the gear ratios and the raw power of 1,000 horsepower to the rear wheels of this car, and look at that, well over 200. And it'll, if I extend that a lot more, the angle of ratio on that last gear, it powers well over 250. It's just insanely quick, this car. I think what I'll do is I'll go to that special stage Route X and see what I can get it to do on there as like a final run. But now this is about trying to keep a car that has all that power under control on a track like this. 1, show you can do it, and 2, see what lap time we can get. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, could it digging in for that power. Can hear it, wheel spinning. Come on, last corner. Come on, don't let us down now. Here we go. That sounds phenomenal. It's one of those cars that I've driven and I just think, wow. It's so ferocious, the power. If you keep your foot hard down, you're just going to spin like mad. You'll be doing donuts like Danny Rick, so you won't need your hands. Let's just see where that's put us there. I think it's knocked about 10 seconds or so off. Let's have a look here. But that thing is just, it is frighteningly powerful. That's the way I'd describe it. That car just, as soon as you get around this corner, you put the power down, it just wants to wheel spin. And as soon as that camber changes of the road, and I've dialed it in with the tyres and the ride height and everything, and it just wants to throw you off. You gotta be so careful, it's so vicious. I mean, look how fast it is there. Frightening. Right, let's see where that's put us on that table then. But what a car, honestly, what a car. I enjoyed that. Let's have a look. 123, so it's knocked nearly 15 seconds off. What's that, 14 seconds? I'm pretty sure I could go a bit quicker if I adjust a few little bits, but still, from where we were to where we are now, so 140 to 123, so 17 seconds off. I think that's some good going. So what we'll do is we'll chuck it on Special Stage X. I'll adjust the settings again to give it a longer run, and we'll see what the top speed is of this car. But phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And again, I'll leave the build in for this. This is just a fun car to play with. I'll drop it on the channel for everyone to enjoy as well. So let's crack on. We've seen how fast it goes, Special Stage Route X. Get your guesses in now, and we'll see what it does. Let's go. Right, let's go. Let's get into it. It's so fast. Look how quick it builds up speed. Fifth gear, I've made it a lot longer. 240, come on. It's my target. Come on. 260. Hey, it's just going, look. Come on. 270, go on. My foot is hard down. Push anymore, be going through the pedal. Come on. 273, yes. Keep revving, come on. 274. Oh, we've hit the uphill bit. Come on, drop it down. I'm happy with that. 274, I think, is a brilliant result from a car that has gone from being 360 horsepower to now having over 1,000 horses, and it is just pumping through those miles per hour there. Yeah, 278. Come on, 276. Imagine if you had nitrous to this, it'd be even faster. 275. So it looks like it's settling on 275. I'm happy with that. A 275 mile an hour monster from where it was to where it is now. Honestly, you can't go wrong. What a car. This has been a fantastic build that I've enjoyed doing. And then to bring it somewhere like this and then see how it performs and how it's just tackled Deep Forest Raceway and then showed the sheer power and speed of that LT4 Camaro engine. I think it's definitely a build that I'm going to be using a lot more. I don't know about you, but look, it's very quickly gaining even more speed as you come round that top end. It could hit 280, and it has. Are we really going to top this thing out at 280? 281? What's it going to be? It's still going. Come on, what's your final speed going to be here? Over 280 mile an hour in a Tuscan Speed 6. It's absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. What a car. I have done a couple of times and I just wonder what it's going to do compared to the 2 times that are already on there. Like, is it going to beat them? Or is it going to be way off the mark? Because it's pushing 280. I mean, look at that. It is doing 280, 281. Hold that steering wheel steady so it doesn't move. As hard as I can. So there's no movement, don't let it move. Let's get it on this bank. High banking. Come on, don't scrub too much speed. I am really fighting the steering wheel because it just wants to. You can see it. It's trying hard to throw me. Lost a fair bit of speed here. Come on, can we get it back off this? Not going to get that back, but 281 mile an hour from a Tuscan Speed 6. What a car. What an absolute monster this is. Let's go back now and let's see what that time is compared to the two cars I've ran on here so far. Honestly, what a car. So there you have it. 281 miles an hour from the Tuscan Speed 6. It has over 1,000 horsepower, it's under a ton of weight, and I've really enjoyed doing that this morning. What a great car and what a pleasure to do. So if you've enjoyed that, please, if you wouldn't mind, give this video a like, follow the channel and please subscribe, because there's far more things like this on the way for you to enjoy. And I bet you didn't even think about doing this build. And you know what? It's one that you will thoroughly enjoy and get it dialed in, and it'll be phenomenal. So my next step for me is let's see if we can get dialed in for 700 pp and maybe 800 and see what the fuel consumption's like there. But for now, I'll see you on the next video.